4:01. We'll give it one more minute before we start. We were just, before we went on camera, we were just discussing that Noel is joining us from sunny California today. Is it sunny? We call it sunny California. We just have an image of it being nicer than humid New Jersey summers.
Yeah, right about now, we call it June gloom. Especially because of me, and I'm not looking for pity here. I live very close to the beach, so you get a June gloom type thing. But we're doing okay. And like Newport Beach, just geographically, Newport Beach is approximately 45 minutes south of Los Angeles, kind of in between LA and San Diego for anyone who's been on the west. Actually, you know what? When I got here in '89, the first place I arrived in 1989, Sunnyside, Queens. With all the rest of the Irish folks over there.
Yeah. First stop here.
Yeah, that was on the Saturday, and I went into Manhattan on a Sunday. Then I went back to the boys and Sunnyside, Queens. I'm like, guys, what are you doing over here? Manhattan's over the bridge. Let's do it. So fun. I like, yeah, good luck with that.
That's great. Well, what do you say? Should we give it a start?
Yes, let's go.
Good. All right, let's roll. So welcome everybody. Welcome you joining ASID New Jersey for Design Watch. This is our weekly webinar bringing you topics that are of most interest to you in your business. If you don't know me, I'm Sandy Cabellas, president of the New Jersey chapter. As we go through the presentation today, please feel free to use the Q&A feature on Zoom. If any questions come to mind, you can throw them in there and we will address any questions that you've thrown out after the presentation. Today we are bringing you a CEU. So for those of you who need to fulfill your continuing education credits, the CEU is good for 1 hour. We will be making note of everyone who's joining us today. Hopefully you already submitted your IDCEC numbers. So we have that, so we'll be submitting for you on the back end. So I would like to introduce our speaker today, Noel Lawler from California Faucets, who will be talking about creating spa-like experiences for your clients. So I'd love to turn it over to you, Noel. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you. Yep, so today's CEU is called Water Saving Solutions for Spa-like Showers. So my name is Noel Lawler. Let me just click on this. I am the A&D liaison for California Faucets. I do not sell the product. I do not tell you where to buy the product. I am simply here as another level of service for you. So you still have your favorite salesperson and you still have your favorite showroom. But put me in your back pocket, because maybe somewhere along the line I can help you from technical needs or product selection, all that good stuff. And California Faucets are our repping agency on the East Coast, New Jersey, New York is Creative Bath Sales, Donna and Stacy. And again, if you need me to introduce you to our local rep there in New Jersey, New York, give me an email at noel@calfaucets.com. Okay, so today's agenda. It's a CEU. Normally it lasts about 45 to 60 minutes. So I'm going to kind of cram it in 30 to 45 minutes. So it's a Thursday afternoon. It's been a long week and we can start getting ready for the weekend. First part of the CEU, I'm going to fly through this part because what this part is about is regarding just water conservation. The overall CEU is about water conservation and saving water. And the first part of the CEU is explaining how we got here and droughts and all that good stuff. I'm going to fly by that because we all kind of know how we got here. This is where I want to really spend my time, shower control options, because this will help you help your clients. This is where I feel you'll benefit most. So I want to spend the most time here. And again, there'll be times where I'll be going on and on and on. It may be a little bit overwhelming, so just bear with me. I have lots of images to show different setups, and hopefully it'll all make sense. And if something doesn't make sense, we can follow up offline somewhere online. And then once the CEU is over, you can go off and enjoy yourself, or you can hang around for 3 or 4 minutes, and I can show you some quick product from California Faucets. Okay, so this is approved by the usual suspects, AIA and IDCEC. So this is what your clients are thinking when they're thinking of creating their dream master bathroom or even secondary bathrooms. They're thinking of like shower heads and hand showers and rain heads. They're just thinking of different experiences. So and more towards the second part of the CEU, we'll have loads of setups and we'll show you the different configurations and what setup is better than the others or whatever. So so let's kind of fly through these next 20 or something slides, and this is kind of how we got in a drought situation. The good news is there's loads of water all around, you know, planet Earth. There's like the planet Earth is kind of covered by about 70% water. However, only like less than 1% is usable. Of that 1% that's getting used, believe it or not, nearly half of it is used to create electricity. The other half is for irrigation purposes to get our veggies, if it's strawberries and potatoes and whatever, oranges. This is us. This is what we use, the public, not very much. Electricity, and that's mostly East Coast, guys. West Coast, lots of vegetation, and this is for us. So here you can see this is West Coast, kind of going to the East Coast. Here's New Jersey. So New Jersey, most of your water is to generate electricity. There's a little bit there for vegetation, and then you got your public supply. Here's me on the West Coast. It's California. Look at all the water we use for irrigation. Look at all the water we use overall. We like our water, but a lot of it is for irrigation. So some of the places we're wasting water all across the country, the infrastructure is just aging and decaying. We've all seen dripping pipes here and dripping pipes there. This is a scenario happened back in 2014 up the road here in LA, near UCLA. Obviously, over the years there was seepage, and then somewhere along the line, the water pipe just gave, and just the road just collapsed, and over a period of like 3 hours, like 8 to 10 million gallons of water poured out. And this is an obvious scenario, but there's lots of seepage out there, and it'll just get worse. And somewhere along the line, God willing, we'll start to rebuild this infrastructure. Again, if it's Florida or anywhere up and down the East Coast or the West Coast, there's more and more homes are being built, especially in scenarios like in Arizona or Texas or California or Florida, where they're creating communities in areas that are like kind of like deserty. This is Palm Springs area. There's so many golf courses in Palm Springs that it actually affects the climate, believe it or not. So Palm Springs, it's the middle of the desert, right? And all of a sudden they're building communities and golf courses. And so this is taking up a lot of water. We've also got the water climate, the climate change. So like, obviously, you know, some winters are terrible, some winters are not so terrible, some summers are wet, some summers are dry. There's definitely something weird when we all look back to our childhood and when the weather's a little bit more consistent. So what is the consequences of water shortages? And again, I'm not sure in New York, New Jersey, the East Coast, but here in California, for example, like 3 or 4 years ago, we had a terrible drought, and our water usage was, you know, whatever water usage you had the previous year, you had to decrease it by 25%, like no water in the lawn, no washing the cars, all that fun stuff. Also, we have to build treatment plants, and they are expensive to turn unusable water into water that we can use. So why conserve water? And it's just like plastic. When you go to the grocery store and you have reusable bags or you use paper, every little bit helps if it's a plastic straw or a plastic bag. You know, and again, things are so weird. Like 3 or 4 years ago here in the West Coast, we would turn on the faucet to brush our teeth, and we'd turn the faucet off while we were brushing our teeth. Then types of behavior, if it's half a glass here, half a glass there, it all builds up. So it helps to preserve the environment, obviously. It reduces stress on the infrastructure. So to get water from a water treatment plant to your faucet, there's energy used, there's infrastructure used, there's electricity. Again, this here, the electricity reduces that. And it also, when there is a drought, and there will be somewhere along the line, it minimizes the drought conditions if we have some water saved away for a rainy day or something like that. And there are things we can do for it. Retrofitting 1 in 100 homes with water efficient fixtures saves 100 million kilowatts of electricity. What is 100 million kilowatts of electricity? It's try to visualize 100,000 homes, and each home had 100-watt bulbs burning, and you burn them for 10 hours. And that's just one home. Retrofitting one home with water efficient fixtures saves that kind of energy. And so we got 126 million homes in the US, so there is room for improvement. So when it comes to water usage, and today we're going to be talking about shower enclosures. Nearly 20% of your water usage for any residentials is 19% of it is from the shower enclosure. So that's why the powers that be identified that. Or you have the toilets. I think the toilet flow rate for the toilet these days is 1.28 gallons per flush. So the toilet uses water, the shower uses water. Dishwashers here, their water usage has decreased in the last 20 years, same as washing machines. Washing machines use less water now than they did in the past. Some of these front load washing machines use very little water, same as dishwashers, are very effective. So let's talk about standards and regulations. You're there in New Jersey. Oh, hold on, let me go back this one. You're in New Jersey, so like you have a 2.5 gallons per minute water restriction. So what does that mean? Any hand shower or any shower head, rain head or shower head, has a maximum of 2.5 gallons per minute. And this came in the early 2000s, 2005. Before that, it was kind of like all bets are off. It's like 3 gallons, 4 gallons. So all of a sudden now, nationally, most states across the country have 2.5 gallons per minute. And then in Colorado, it is 2 gallons a minute. So rather than in New Jersey's 2.5, Colorado is 2 gallons a minute. But like New Jersey and like other states across the country, if it's New York or Illinois or Florida, you can have multiple functions on at any given time. Colorado, you can have multiple functions on. Let's talk about us here on the West Coast. On the West Coast, our water restrictions, our shower heads and our hand showers are 1.8 gallons per minute, which is approximately 20% less than you guys for a shower head and a hand shower. And the other big thing, more importantly, to be honest, we can only have one function running at the same time. You're in New York, you're in New Jersey tonight, in New York tonight, wherever, you can go home, have a shower, turn on the shower head, grab a hand shower, and use both of them at the same time. California, you cannot use both of them at the same time. And we'll talk about this later in the presentation, because this is a choice. Doesn't matter if you're in New Jersey, you may have clients who are they're very conscious of their water usage, or even for money savings. And again, we'll talk about that. So as these expectations, standards change from 2.5 to 2.0 to 1.8 or what have you, someone somewhere has to keep score. And most of you guys are familiar with IAPMO. IAPMO does a nice job of making sure the product, the quality of the product, licensing, so there's no deterioration in your overall experience. I have a question here. Let me answer the questions at the end. So like I said before, it could be up to 5 gallons a minute back in 1994, whereas more recently, it's currently like 1.5 gallons per minute to 2.5 gallons per minute. So when you look at a hand shower or a shower head, if it doesn't matter if it's 1.8 or 2.5, they actually look the same. It's not a case of a 2.5 is a bigger shower head than a 1.8. And what restricts the water flow is these are the flow restrictors. The flow restrictors can be 2.5 or 2.0 or 1.8. So when you look at the hand shower, it looks the same, but each hand shower or shower head will have a flow restrictor which limits the amount of water that can flow through the shower head. So it doesn't. So the shower head, the hand shower, and the shower head will look the same. And here are just some different experiences. You know, again, especially in the next part of the CEU, we're going to talk about different experiences. This is like a regular shower head that we're most familiar usage. This is more of an atomization where these are multifunctional shower heads. So you make an adjustment up here, and all of a sudden this comes out at a more fierce, like a jet spray. This here, even though this is a shower head, this would be more useful for a hand shower when someone has like a lower back and they want to massage a lower back or whatever the case may be. And again, this is hairspray. Karen, Karen raised the hand. So let me go to some of the chats over here. Please change your name from iPad to receive the credit. Okay, please change your name. Okay, that's it. Let me see what this question was over here. Does California use more impact plumbers and the installation of valves? I'm not sure what the question is, Linda. Does California use of one function at a time impact plumbers and the installation of valves? Yeah, no, it's a case of each job has to be signed off by an inspector, and it has to meet Cal Green requirements. And again, I'll have some slides later in the presentation that will highlight this. And if that did not answer your question, please do not hesitate to reach out to me afterwards. I'm more than happy to help. So let me get back on here. So over the years, like, where is this here? There hasn't been a change. Like currently, the water, like an average shower, takes just over 8 minutes. I think it was like 8.2 or something. Whereas in the past, it has taken closer to 9, like still in the 8s, like, but more case of 8.7. So the approximate average shower is about 8 minutes. And when you think about it, you know, sometimes, you know, you spend a little more time in there for one reason or another, 10 or 12 minutes or a little bit less if you're in a rush. But the average is 8 minutes. And then satisfaction of the consumer has been a constant 4.5 out of 5. So even though we've been restricting water over the years, it's not a case of the consumer, you know, actually, maybe in your part of the world, in California, some of the consumers get upset because they're like, what? 1.8, that's ridiculous, blah, blah, blah. But it is what it is, it's a law. And again, we'll talk about this when I'll show you some setups. Okay, this is where I think you'll get most benefit out of today's CEUs. The first half, anything I went through too quick for you in the first part of the CEU, and I'm more than happy to address it at another time. Please reach out to me. But I feel you'll benefit most by the next 10 or 15 minutes when we talk about control valves. Control valves are the shower controls that control the water, the rain head or the shower head or the hand shower. And here we are, this is pressure balance. And how pressure balance works, we are all familiar with pressure balance. We have all used pressure balance. And maybe at home, we currently have pressure balance. And how pressure balance works, once you turn on the water is on. And the further you turn the water on, it does not change the volume of the water. What it changes is the temperature. So you turn it on, and the water's on, and then you turn it counterclockwise, and it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. So you can control the temperature, but you cannot control the volume. Like, so here's a photo, like this is like what a temperature, like a pressure balance trim looks like. Down here you have like it says C, cold, sometimes it's a C for cold, or like it's a blue dot, and then you turn it counterclockwise. Sometimes over here is a red dot, or H for hot, or it says hot. So you turn it this way here, and once it's on, you turn it on a quarter turn, the water's on, and it's on at a high pressure. And the further you turn it counterclockwise, the hotter it becomes. So you reach it in there, and by default, a lot of the time we turn the water on and we put it at its hottest, and we give it 30 seconds or a minute and a half, depending where the water tank is, will impact how quick the water gets to the shower head or the hand shower. And then, so we're in there, we're playing the game. Okay, oh, that's too hot. And then we bring it back a little bit. Oh, now it's too cold. And then somewhere along the line, we find the sweet spot and we get into the shower. And then sometimes in the pressure balance, there's a diverter here. Sometimes the diverter is on the spout, or sometimes the diverter is on the actual shower trim, where you pull the diverter or push the diverter, and it goes from the shower head to the hand shower. So that's kind of how pressure balance works. Pressure balance works, it's a fixed water flow, but you can change the temperature. This is a pressure balance valve, and they've improved over the years. Back in the day, remember, you'd be having a shower, and then someone down the hallway would flush the loo, or someone downstairs would turn on the kitchen faucet, and it would greatly impact your experience. Whereas now, they have the water in the hot and cold kind of compensates better. It's not perfect, it's not as good as the thermostat, but it has improved. So now we're going to talk about thermostatic valves. So in thermostatic valves, you have the ability to control the volume, and you have the ability to control the temperature independently. And again, I'll explain why this matters. It's easier to explain, show you the examples of how it matters, as opposed to, yeah. So like here, I have a quick question. In the apartment buildings where water pressure may not be as strong, can the pressure be adjusted, or any units that will allow that? No, it's an apartment building. The water, I couldn't really answer that question. That'd be just mumbo jumbo, but it's a case of the water pressure is what it is. But at the end of the day, there's only 2.5, like in New Jersey or New York, only 2.5 gallons per minute go through. And even if the water pressure was higher, there'd still be 2.5 gallons per minute. And I know folks want that pressure, they want the 2.5. Yeah, so there's no shower heads that can make up for that lack of pressure that's going into the building. So let me, this is a thermostatic valve. So this is the trim, this is the rough valve. And what a thermostatic valve, it has a handle for the temperature, and this is the handle that turns the water off and on. So we're going to talk about some of the benefits of this type of setup. First benefit is the ability to set precision temperature. You see here, you got 115, 110, 100, 105, 100, 95, 90, 85. So you can preset your favorite temperature from 85 to 90 to 100, 105, whatever it is. Unlike the pressure balance, remember, let's go back to pressure balance. We turn it on, we have to put our hand in there. Oh, too hot. We have to push it back. Oh, it's too cold. And then we find the sweet spot. Thermostat, you can set it. You can say, you know what, I love it when it's 100 degrees. And once you set it to it's 100 degrees, again, depending on where the water tank is, if the water tank is like, 1 or 2, 10 feet away, 15 feet away, this will be your preferred temperature within 20, 30 seconds. Or maybe if it's downstairs, it may take a minute, but it will go to your preferred temperature. If it's 100 degrees or 98 or 95 or 105. And that saves hot water running down the drain. Hot water running down the drain, it's money running down the drain. So that's the ability, that is one benefit, the ability to set precision temperature as opposed to a guessing game. Hold on, this is. Second benefit of the thermostat. See this little black button up there? That means if you want to go beyond 100, you have to press the black button to go to 102 or 105 or 110. This is a great feature. Where does this come in handy? You know, if someone has two 9-year-old twins and the 9-year-old twins have their own shower enclosure, they can't scald themselves, you know, because, you know, you guys set it to 98 or below 100. We can all stand underneath 100 degrees all day long. So they want to go beyond that. They're going to have the smarts they have to have the smarts to press the button to go beyond that. Obviously, it's never going to be foolproof type thing, but it's a great safety feature. Let's go to the other end of the scale. None of us are getting any younger, and my memory is not what it used to be, and God forbid, and Alzheimer's and this and that. This is a great benefit for older people who continue to have the dignity of bathing themselves and not scalding themselves. Again, they would have to press the button to go beyond 100 degrees. So this is a safety button, and when you explain that to some folks, it's just a great feature. So that's another the great feature. We'll spoke about two features. The first feature, the ability to set precision temperature. The second feature here is the safety button. Here's the third feature, and this is a feature that I really, really like, and I'll explain why, and I'll show images later on. This controls the volume. What does that mean? Let's go back to our pressure balance. Our pressure balance, once you turn the water on, it is on, and the only thing now you control is the temperature. Whereas this here, you have the ability, this here controls the temperature, this controls the volume. So this is in the off position, and the full on position would be like, just say here in the 3 o'clock position. You turn the water to the right, to the 3 o'clock, it would be fully on. Let's just say that was like, let's just say that was like in car terms, just say that was like 100 miles an hour. And say, you know what, I don't want to go 100 miles an hour. I only want to go 60 miles an hour. Then what you would do, rather than turn the volume control on completely, you only turn the volume control on half. And what that means, there's less flow of water. The temperature stays the same. It's still warm, or still 98 degrees, or still 102 degrees, but you're just using less water. And where this comes in really, really, really handy is when someone is using a hand shower. Let's talk about mom and dad bathing their 2-year-old and the 3-year-old in the tub. Mom and dad then have the ability to reach over, grab the hand shower, and turn on the hand shower to a trickle or to a medium volume. You simply cannot do that with pressure balance. Pressure balance, you have to reach over there, you have to find the sweet spot of the temperature, then you have to grab the hand shower, then you have to absorb all of the pressure from the water, from the hand shower head, from the hand shower, and then rinse your kids. That is nuts. That is so nuts, and I see it a lot when that happens, and it's crazy. So all of a sudden, mom and dad can grab the hand shower, put it to a trickle, and give their kids a rinse, give their kids a bathe. It's all good. Let's go to the other end of the scale. Again, none of us are getting any younger. Somewhere along the line, I am going to be sitting on a plastic chair in a shower enclosure. And this here, this volume control gives me the ability to grab the hand shower and use it to bathe myself and turn the water to a low trickle while I soap myself, while I bathe myself, as opposed to, again, let's go back to our friend, the pressure balance, that is on, full on all the time. So I cannot bathe myself. I have to hold my hand over there to absorb the pressure to give myself a bathe. So again, if you're talking to folks, you know what, at the end of the day, anyone on the other side of 50, and especially if you're going to live in this home for a while, when you talk about the benefits of a thermostatic valve and the ability to control a hand shower, especially someone in their 60s or 70s, sitting on a ledge within a shower enclosure, and to have the ability to grab the hand shower and give themselves a rinse. And so, or anyone, if it's the ladies or the boys and want to, you know, shave their legs, they can grab the hand shower and give themselves a soft rinse. This can be done on the volume control, not pressure balance. Here's another thermostatic valve. It has 2 volume controls. Let's go talk about our pressure balance back to our pressure balance for a minute. Remember, the pressure balance has a diverter where you can push the diverter in to go from the shower head to the rain head or vice versa. Thermostat allows you to have 2 functions on at the same time. This here could operate the shower head, and this here could operate the handheld. So you can turn on the shower head, and I want to turn on the hand shower. Both of these are working at the same time. You cannot do this with pressure balance. Obviously, some of these, you'll see this symbol. This means this is not Cal Green because this allows 2 functions, a hand shower and a shower head. This is for a shower enclosure. It would not be Cal Green. However, don't ask me why, because it just doesn't make sense. This would be Cal Green if it was in a shower tub scenario. This is the tubs. This would operate the tub spout, and this would operate the shower head. And in California, this would be Cal Green. Doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. So let's quickly compare these, like pressure balance and thermostatic valves. Both of them get pressure, both of them get water to the shower head or the hand shower. However, thermostatic valve, this allows you to easily set precision temperature. You have the safety button feature. Here you have the volume control, and then you have the ability to have 2 functions on at the same time. So there are many more benefits of thermostatic valves over pressure balance. A reminder, the name of this CEU is actually called Water Saving Solutions for Spa-like Showers. And I get it, not everyone wants to save water. However, I want to, I'll point out some factors of saving water because there are clients out there. In California, it's a law. Colorado, you know, it has to be, it's a law because it has to be 2.0. But even in New Jersey or anywhere on the East Coast or other states, you have clients who are conscious of their water usage. And so this CEU is called Water Saving Solutions. So we'll be referencing that. So here you go. This is as simple as it gets. During the next few slides, you'll hear me talk about the rough valve, and then you hear me talk about the trim. This is a rough valve. This goes in at the framing stage, and then the trim goes in once the tile guy has worked their magic. You go in there and add the trim on. So this is a shower enclosure. It has it has a rain head, but this could be a hand shower on a bar, or it could be a shower head. Just one function. This here controls the temperature, and this here controls the volume. That's as simple as it gets. All right, and now we have this is a more popular configuration, you know, because a lot of people want a minimum of 2 features. So here we have a rain head, a shower head, and here we have a hand shower. And here we have this setup. In this setup here, with this particular trim, remember we have the rough valve in the wall, sorry. These 2, you have 2 volumes. You have the upper volume control, that would be controlling the shower head, and you have the lower volume control controlling the hand shower. This obviously is not Cal Green. This is not saving water. Actually, you know what? You can tell a lie. You can save water here. The most optimal use, when I say optimal, this could be 2.5 and this could be 2.5, and you could have them both on at the same time, meaning you're going through 5 gallons per minute. Because this valve will not have a problem, you know, with a flow of 5 gallons per minute. So but you could say, you know what, we're going to keep the shower head to 2.5, but the hand shower, we're going to decrease it to 2 or to 1.8 for water savings. And that would be a decrease of like 20%. No right or wrong. It's simply a choice. Because of, and you can even change this to 1.8. I myself have a 1.8 shower head, and I was experimenting recently, and I put my 2.5 shower head on there because we had a new shower head and I wanted to see what it felt like. And I'll be honest, it was too much. I'm like, oh my God, this is too much water. It was kind of crazy that I give up the 2.5 and I went to the 1.8. So if someone has, like, you know, teenage kids and they're having 1 or 2 showers a day, think about, even though in New Jersey, in New York, or wherever, East Coast, just because you can have 2.5 gallons per minute, it doesn't mean you should. So that's the thought. Here we are, same scenario where you have 2 functions. This would be classified as water conservation because you can only have 1 function on at a time. This valve is set up where this is in the off position now, but if you turn it to the right, the rain head will come on, or if you turn it to the left, the hand shower come on. So this, you can only operate 1 at any given time. So this would be water conservation. This is Cal Green. This is not. 2 features, water conservation in mind. No rights or wrong, purely choices. Whoa, now we have 3 features. Because let's face it, lots of people want 3 features, and they, you know, to me, this is an optimal. I love it. You know, give me a rain head, because your shower needs this morning at 6 a.m. are different from your shower needs tonight at 6 p.m. Shower needs this morning, maybe you jumped in the shower, you stood underneath the shower head and you just simply rinsed. You didn't even wet your hair because you wanted to jump in and out of the shower in 2 minutes. And that was your needs this morning. Tonight, after listening to my CEU, you want to go home and stand underneath this for half an hour because I've been torturing you here. Different needs, different experiences. This is what's going back to experiences. Rain head experience. You stand underneath this thing, all of a sudden you're in Hawaii for 5 minutes. So this setup here, what this allows you to do, this allows you to have two out of the 3 functions on at any given time. The lower function, maybe the lower function here, operates the hand shower. And then the upper function, you turn to the left, would be for the rain head. You turn for the right, would be for the shower head. Again, 2 out of the 3 can be on at any given time. This is not water conservation unless you change it to shower heads. Over here, we've got the same 3 functions, but this is Cal Green because this here only allows 1 on at the same time. You turn the volume on here and the water comes out of here, it goes in here to the diverter. This is a 3-way non-shared diverter. It will divert the water to the hand shower or the shower head or the rain head. Again, this is water conservation. This is Cal Green. This is 2 features. Here you have a thermostatic valve by itself, and then you have an independent volume control for the hand shower, and then the independent volume control for the rain head. This means you can have 1 of these on at any given time, or you can have both on at any given time. Again, this is not water conservation, and this is not Cal Green. Over here, same setup, a thermostatic valve, 3 functions, 3 volume controls to operate all 3 functions. And where this may come in handy, because maybe 2 functions are here, right underneath the rain head and shower head, and maybe over here, maybe this is like a 6x8 shower enclosure, and there's a little ledge over here because it's a steam shower, and there's a hand shower right next on a hook next to the ledge. You can have your volume control located in a different location to allow you the ability to sit in your ledge while you're experiencing your steam shower and give yourself a bit of a rinse. Fantastic, right? Who would not love that? So you have the ability to do that when you're creating this luxurious type spa experience. So here you are here. This is the tub shower. One control. This one here controls the tub filler, and this up here controls the shower head and the hand shower. It allows one of them to be on any given time. It's a 12 o'clock position. It's off. You turn it to 3, maybe the shower head comes on. You turn it to 9, maybe the hand shower comes on. And down here, this is Cal Green. This is water conservation. This is a close-up of this. So this controls the hand shower and the shower head, and this controls the tub filler, and obviously this here controls the temperature. Let me see if I have any questions. Good for questions. So in summary, let me see where I'm at time-wise. So in summary, water is very precious. Only 1% of the water. Only 1% of the water out there is available for human use. So let's, every half glass matters. Shower heads and hand showers can contribute to water savings. Just because you're allowed to use 2.5 doesn't mean you have to use 2.5. You can choose to use 2.0 or 1.8. Thermostatic valves contribute to water and energy savings. How so? Now you're not playing the guessing game where you're reaching under there, okay, it's too hot, it's too cold, all that good stuff. And then down here, energy and water efficient products must deliver spa-like experiences. When you're talking about the ability to have a rain head and a hand shower on, a rain head and a hand shower on at the same time, or a parent bathing their kids, it's just a much, much better experience. Here's a little, you know what, I got this little blurb here. So you guys are gonna create these beautiful shower enclosures. It's a mad, mad world out there. But when we go home, regardless if we have a simple shower, shower setup or whatever, there's something beautiful about, we're all running home. Oh my God, I can't wait to get home to jump in the shower. So even though the wheels fell off the whole economy the last 2 or 3 months, I actually came across this, there's a little article I read. This is probably about March when things were beginning to go wrong type thing. This gave me faith. This really helped me the day I read it, because the reality is home, we always know how important the home is. But in the last 2 or 3 months, we've all realized, oh my God, I love my home. So I believe once this dust settles, people are saying, okay, I love my home. I want to make my home better. So it doesn't matter if it's a better kitchen or better bathrooms or a home theater type setup. There will be opportunity out there for you guys to earn a living, and God willing, let's live happily ever after. I'm going quickly go to a question here. Are multiple shower heads still as popular since they're probably not considered green? Great question. There's no right or wrong here. It's simply people have choices. And just because you are in New Jersey, and just because you can have a rain head and a hand shower and a shower head on at the same time, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, use 7.5 gallons per minute. And some people will use 7.5 gallons per minute. Some people don't want to use 7 gallons per minute. They may say, you know what, 2 hand showers are. You just have to talk to your clients about their options and their personal needs. As I said, your shower needs this morning at 6 a.m. Are different to your shower needs tonight at 6 p.m. And you can still have multiple shower head experiences, but you can set it up where only one is on at any given time. So there you're reaching the sweet spot. It's like, hey, I want to have a rain head. I want to have a shower head. I want a handheld. You can, but only one is on at the same time. So that would be conservation, and that would appease the folks who have a green philosophy. So where are we? So a little reminder for CEU needs. So in the next day or two, people, you will receive an email from CEU events regarding accreditation. You'll receive a letter of a certificate of completion, and we will submit all the what we need to do. We'll take care of it our end, so you'll get your credit accordingly. It will be logged on. So that is it. That is it for my CEU water saving solutions for spa-like showers. So tell me this: would you like to know more about California faucets? Have I been talking too much and blabbing on too much? Do you need to know more about thermostats? Would you like an introduction to Donna, New Jersey rep for California faucets, or Stacy, our New York rep for California faucets? Send me an email. I am more than happy to introduce you to them. They're a great resource for you over there. So your CEU, you're done. You can leave the building, go home, have a shower, whatever you need to do. But I'm going to spend 2 or 3 minutes quickly talking about some new product that we released in the last 18 months or so. So let's get into it. Just quick heads up, we are located in Huntington Beach, Southern California. Huntington Beach is about half an hour south of LA. This is where our factory is. We are a proud made in California manufacturer. And you know what? We're kind of good at valves. Once you realize the benefits of the thermostatic valves, and believe me, just hanging out with me for half an hour, you know, it's an ongoing knowledge. So if you need to talk to me, call me, we'll do a Zoom, we'll have a phone conversation, so you have a clear understanding. Anyone who does have a clear understanding, happy days, but anyone who doesn't have a clear understanding, please let me know, because this is the best option for your clients, having a thermostatic valves. And all the companies offer them. If it's California faucets, if it's, you know, Newport Brass or Watermark or Graf or Waterworks or whatever, they all have their valves. This particular valve here, this is a setup where people they want their 3 features. And then you have this one control. This one control controls the 3 features. It's just clean, you're saving money on labor installation. Over here, tub shower. Again, people will obviously have a tub spout, you have a shower head, and then over here you have a shower. Sometimes I'll see a bunch of stuff over here, maybe pressure balance and diverters or whatever the case, like 3, or maybe it's a therm and then 3 different volumes. This here operates all 3 nice and clean. Here's our Descanso series. Descanso series, this is about 18 months. Beautiful, kind of and this was the original. We come out with the low spout, and then we actually the high spout. We have 6 different handle options. This is available in all 28 finishes. Hopefully somewhere along the line you get a chance to see it up close, because it is a beautiful faucet. Obviously we have a wall-mounted version of it, and we have a single hole version of it. Again, available in all 28 California faucet finishes. Steampunk Bay. Wow. This is our Steampunk Bay series. It's been out about a year. Just a cool, you know, you have to see all these up close to see all the detail. Again, we have a low spout version, high spout version, wall-mounted version. Look at all this gorgeous detail. This is the wheel handle, single hole faucet. Somewhere along the line in a showroom, you will go ahead and see that. It's beautiful. This is our Bel Canto. This was the original single hole faucet, and we added a cylinder handle option because it's just kind of like sexy looking, right? Again, this comes in all 28 finishes, or a combination of one of our 28 finishes and a black matte handle. So this here, like with a satin brass base and a matte black up here, kind of hot looking. Rincon Bay. This is the original Rincon Bay with the lever handle. We added a cross handle. This cross handle is freaking gorgeous. This is not a good angle of it, but this is a really pretty handle. So we added that on. Obviously, we do tub fillers, floor-mounted tub fillers, and wall-mounted tub fillers. This is the low spout, and this is the high spout. And obviously this here, this is a high spout, but it comes as a low spout option. This also comes with a high spout option. All the handles will be the same as the faucet. You know, we have 30 plus series. So you have like 25, 30 different handle options that will match the faucet by the sink. We introduced these about just before fall 2019. Luxurious, big, gorgeous, you know, 12 by 12, 12 by 18, 18 by 20, beautiful rain heads. And this is where you'll need your 2.5 gallons per minute. No shower enclosure. You need a beautiful drain for your shower enclosure. Again, we came out with these, I think it was October last year. Beautiful, really, really pretty shower drains. And again, available in all our 28 finishes. What have we got down here? These are brass. These hand showers are made from total brass. What does that mean? That means they are available in all 28 finishes. Some hand showers are made out of plastic, you know, a polymer, and you're not able to, you know, we have some plastic hand showers, some plastic shower heads that we're not able to use all 28 finishes. But these here, because it is made out of brass, and there are 4 or 5 different styles there, from a traditional to more contemporary. This here would go with a steampunk, a little bit more detail up here. Again, the most important thing is 28 finishes. So this is cool. This is a wall-mounted hook for your hand shower. See here, it's going to be in 3 different positions. Sometimes the hand shower can get a little bit droopy, and but this here, it doesn't, because you can rotate it. It has a little spring here. You pull it out. Can I play this again? Yeah, you pull it out and you push it back in. You rotate it. You pull it out. You push it back in. So again, there is, what is there, 7 different options that will match the faucet. If it's a contemporary style faucet or more of a traditional style faucet, it will look, so just keep that in mind. Grab bars. Before we had an excuse because all grab bars are ugly. That is no longer the case. You know, we come out with these grab bars middle of last year. And again, we have 10 different options, and all of the detail will match the detail of the faucet. And again, available in all 28 finishes. Yeah, no, grab bars are sometimes overlooked, and in the past we've had an excuse because the grab bars are ugly. But again, anyone the other side of 50, especially if there's a bench involved, there's a little bench in the, like a steam shower enclosure. Even if it's only a small, discreet 12-inch grab bar, just to help someone get off the bench after sitting in the steam room for half an hour. And again, elder folks, it's a great, you know, strategically place some grab bars that range from 12 to 48 inches, matching detail for all the faucets, and available in 28 finishes. We also have beautiful kitchen collections. This is our latest Descanso kitchen faucet. And notice when it comes to our kitchen, we offer the full suite. We offer the soap dispenser, our moisturizer, obviously we have the kitchen faucets, we have the air switch, we have, even though it's not on here, we have an air gap, we have the hot, cold water, and it's all matching. Some companies do a beautiful faucet, but they do not have the matching suite. We also have beautiful tub fillers. We also have pot fillers that will be the exact same as the kitchen. All the detail will be the same, and again, matching finish, one of our 28 finishes. This is our zero drain. Now, our zero drain's been out for 4, 5, 6 years, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention because it's pretty. And so this is a zero drain. Go to calfaucets.com, kind of do a look for it. There's a couple of videos there. This is in the open position. Because 99% of the time it's in the open, and this is just flush, and it looks really, really pretty. And when you want to close it, you just push it in. So once you see our zero drain in action, you're going to kind of fall in love with it. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Have a look at calfaucets.com, and there's a video on there. Have a peek at it, or a showroom. We do 28 finishes. Living finishes, powder coat finishes, PVD. PVD stands for physical vapor deposition. It doesn't make the faucet bulletproof, but it just it helps against tarnishing. Love to stay in touch. I'm always jumping about on Instagram. California Faucets has its Instagram page, but I also have my own Instagram page. So here it is here. I'm Noel_California Faucets. If I'm not already following you, please give me a nudge and I will follow you. I post 4 or 5 times a week our product, and I'm doing stories every day. Instagram is a great platform for all of us. One more time, do you want to know more about California Faucets? One more time, did I talk too fast? Did I go too quickly? Do you need a better understanding? Please, please, please call me. I want to help you thoroughly understand your shower options so you can help your clients make great choices. And then if you need an introduction to Donna in New Jersey or Stacy in New York, I am more than happy to help you. Give me a shout, noel@calfaucets.com. Oh my God, thank you. I survived. And I hope you survived. So thank you for that, guys. Hope you had fun. As much fun as you can have with a CEU, right? It's nearly happy hour somewhere, let's pretend. Please, please, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Happy to help somewhere along the line. Sandy, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That was, thanks for bringing the CEU. It brought us some valuable information, but I have to say it was an added bonus to get to see all the products that you showed us, because that was, I always love to see that. And you have I love all the finishes that you offer, and some of the kind of cooler, more contemporary lines that your company has. So that was really nice. I'm glad you were able to tack that in on the end so that we could all see that, especially since we're not able to visit any showrooms, at least not in the last few months. So thank you for sharing that with us as well. As we said earlier, if anybody logged on late, if you did register and you did provide your IDC EC number, you will be, your credits will be registered. If you did not, I'm wondering if Terry, if you need to chime in, if you did not get anyone's full name. Some people I saw were kind of logged in under a pseudonym, or it said iPad or something like that. So
right, I have 2 people I could not verify. One's ID comes up as iPad, and the other one comes up as a 201 number, and the last 4 digits is 8370. I have sent you a text message from my cell phone. If you could send me back your name, I will mark you as attended. And the iPad person, I was not able to get your information, but everyone else I was able to match up. So
perfect.
if
Thanks for
those 2
being on
people,
top of that.
send it to administrator at nj.asid.org.
Yes, that sounds right. Okay, do we have a question here? Nope, we have a thank you in our Q&A section. Yes, thank you very much, Noel. That was great. Thanks.
We have one question. Is it over yet? Just kidding.
The answer is?
It's over. Happy hour. We're going to happy hour somewhere.
It's happy hour here in New Jersey, and it can be happy hour in California as well if you wish it to be.
Well, thank you for your time. Thank you for inviting me along. And if there's anything I can do to help you, please, please, please reach out to me, and we'll keep lines of communication open.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And thanks to everybody for joining us today. If you need to revisit this, again, we will be posting it on our YouTube channel, and we hope that you will be tuning in with us. So thanks, everybody.
Okay. Thank you.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.